Ontario's EdTech market is rapidly growing with over 1,000 tech companies operating in the sector and a strong demand for innovative educational solutions. This landscape positions Ontario for continued growth and leadership in EdTech in Canada, with opportunities for substantial impact in the coming years. We sat down with local entrepreneurs, industry experts, and leaders to explore their experiences and insights on the EdTech industry in Ontario.
So to me, we are actually grooming the talent for the coming generations here in Ontario itself too. Talent to really grow and explore and do things, they actually need also incubators around, which create the right conditions to bring the ideas and the models so they can actually facilitate, turn that idea into a big economic driver. Plus you need seed money also. I have seen investments from provincial, federal government, and also a lot of banks are now putting seed money down to help the talent and the incubators to just create that climate so we can actually create next generation of technology which is not just going to serve us but solve the world problems. So I see a golden opportunity in Ontario right now, the mix of education, the environment, the seed money, it's a perfect storm.
Toronto is the 5th largest city in this continent. It is Canada's economic centre, and as a result, Ontario as a province is one of North America's most important economic force. And you just look at how the province and the city has kind of rebuilt itself over the pandemic, and importantly, on how inclusive the city is as well. I have no doubt that Ontario is a great place for any entrepreneur to be.
Ontario provides access to large school districts, a rich pool of talent, and a robust tech ecosystem that includes 16 universities and colleges and over 2 million students.
Well, as a founder, in Ontario and in Canada in general, I think there's just a really supportive community of people that want to support Canadian-based businesses and help them grow. So the ecosystem as a whole is very, very receptive to people coming in with ideas, people coming in with established startups or established companies and helping them get to that next level. We don't necessarily have the same type of venture capital ecosystem that a country like America does. So the government and a lot of these organizations do a really, really good job of filling that gap and helping foster and accelerate businesses, making connections to possible partners, giving mentorship, giving grants, giving tax credits for R&D. Canada has one of the best ecosystems from that aspect to businesses wanting to kind of come and start and grow in Ontario, specifically in the tech space, and for us in the education and technology space.
We wouldn't be where we are today without government support to institutions and the programs that they have, as well as the universities.
IMVR is a virtual reality trucking company that's changing the way truck drivers are trained, using VR technology to prepare drivers for the road before they ever sit behind the wheel.
We've done 3 white paper projects already to be able to support how does simulation work? Is there value in simulation, and having it in an unbiased university finding? It's been instrumental in helping us evolve as a virtual reality pioneering company, in a male-dominated industry. It's been a very big piece, and the assistance that we've had has been tremendous. Ontario is opening up and expanding very, very quickly. The investment that our government has put into Ontario is showing, and it's making a tremendous difference. People are understanding that we are all pieces of the puzzle, and it takes coders, it takes trainers, it takes people hands-on work to get a rounded workforce.
Access to funding, mentorship, and a network of industry leaders, Ontario startups are well equipped to drive innovation and expand their reach.
In this small workshop, this is my tiny workspace. Yeah, there are more working space to do the machinery as well. This is our second major product. It's called the junior version, MAP Junior version.
We sat down with Ryan, an immigrant entrepreneur, to talk about why he chose Ontario as the perfect place to scale his company.
I'm Ryan. I'm the co-founder of EdTech Technology Corp. EdTech means innovation economy. We're basically focusing on one project. It's called Mobility Electric Vehicle. is the education platform based on a model vehicle like these and these. They look like race cars, and they are race cars actually, but it's a platform for you to innovate, to learn science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. Our innovative way of doing this, see the camera on it, and you can drive with a goggle or a screen using our proprietary product back there. Before we come to Canada, we did research regarding education environment. A lot of numbers from statistics showed Ontario is the only place that we need to be, and we can be, because it hosts like 80% of Canada's students.
Startups like us, when we start with Ontario, and we're in every province now, but going out to the other provinces was easier when they knew we started with Ontario. If you can conquer the Ontario market, you know, the rest opens up a little bit.
Schoolio is all-in-one solution. What do you need in terms of paper, pen to paper, video lessons, online quizzes, live classes? You can design and mix and match all of the product to make what fits your kid. And you can do that for each kid. You don't have to have the same thing for each kid in your family either. It's everything you need, all your subjects, plus we take homeschooling to the next level.
The Government of Ontario and Canada offers key support through programs like the Industrial Research Assistance Program, Scientific Research and Experimental Development Tax Incentive Program, and the Ontario Media Fund to help businesses expand their reach.
Well, I think there's some basic stuff, like we've got a great grant system, we have great government support. You know, we benefit from SHRED as a tech startup, so things that just doesn't happen in other places that I hear about. Other founders in areas where they're very jealous at the breaks we get as a company. Great labor force here, you know, almost every talent that you could think of.
Ontario is really, really unique in this regard. We are not only homes to some of the best universities in the world, we also have one of the most inclusive cities in the world. And so as far as talent pipeline goes, you not only have a steady pipeline of clients, because we have some of the largest school boards and universities, but we're also able to attract some of the best technical talent into the country and into this province and Toronto as a city. And so as an entrepreneur, I don't think you'll find an easier time finding talent here.
Ontario specifically, I think, is a really great location to be. Geographically, you can get, you know, pretty much anywhere in Canada or the US through a hub like Toronto. So having a business here, you know, close to a lot of the Canadian institutions is really just a bit of a talent for up and coming technology. A lot of people are saying that, you know, places like Ontario, Montreal, these types of provinces and places are really like kind of the future of what San Francisco or some of these other tech hubs were. For our company specifically, it's been a great opportunity to build talent. It's been a great opportunity to attract and retain young people that are getting into the type of space that we're looking for, and game programmers, game developers specifically in our line of work.